Hey there, guitar enthusiasts! Today, we're taking a trip down the electric guitar lane to explore the fascinating history of one of the most legendary guitar makers of all time, Les Paul. Born Lester William Polsfuss in 1915, Les Paul was not only an amazing guitarist, but also a true pioneer in the world of guitar making. Inspired by his love for music and innovative ideas, Les Paul set out to create his own unique instrument that would revolutionize the sound of rock and roll. Drawing inspiration from jazz guitar legends like Django Reinhardt and Charlie Christian, Les Paul combined his passion for music and his knowledge of electronics to create something truly groundbreaking.
I went to the owner and asked him if I would put in a way of amplifying the sound, which consisted of my mother's radio, my mother's speaker, telephone, a cinder block, and a broom. And what the cinder block held the broom, and the end of the broom, I taped the telephone on, and I sang into the mouthpiece, played my harmonica, you could hear that, but you couldn't hear my guitar.
And of course, that's the famous place. That's where someone in the back wrote a little note, gave it to the car hop, and the car hop gave it to Les and said, we can't hear you, Les, you know, can't hear you. And so that's when the whole story of Les getting frustrated and going home and starting his first work on the electric guitar.
How did you come up with the idea to take your father's phonograph needle and put it beneath the guitar strings?
It was simple. If it plays a phonograph record, it must play the guitar, right? They both vibrate. It didn't last long because of the feedback and all that, but it proved the point.
In the 1940s, Les Paul developed some of the very first solid-body electric guitars, which allowed for greater sustain and feedback resistance.
Now, you realize that when you put your finger on the first string, that the length of the string is constantly changing. And so the placing of the pickup has to be in a position so that it is optimum or a compromise to the player, so that no matter where he's playing on the guitar, he gets the sound that he wants. Well, I put that on a hollow-bodied guitar. And when I did that, I found that I was getting an unwanted condition developed immediately, because the pickup has a string over the top. The string is doing this. It is vibrating. And not only does that string go in one direction, but it will start to change, and it is unpredictable, like a lady I know, okay? And so what happens with conditions like this is that a second unwanted condition exists, and that is that the top of the guitar is vibrating like this with the pickup in it. So you got a string doing this and a pickup going up and down on the top of the guitar, and saying, hey, only one thing should move, just the string, and not the pickup. So that was where the idea came of taking this whole thing and changing it into something that was fixed. And may I show you what I came up with that sort of will go down in the history, I guess, as a first in its little world. And this is first had one pickup on it. And what we did, instead of taking a railroad tie, which people would laugh at, I thought I would do it with a 4x4 because no one would notice it.
He also pioneered the use of multi-track recording techniques that are still widely used in the music industry today. But what made Les Paul guitars so special? Well, it's all about that unmistakable tone. The combination of Les Paul's innovative design, including his iconic humbucking pickups and the craftsmanship of Gibson guitars, resulted in a rich and powerful sound that resonates with guitarists worldwide. Guitar greats like Jimmy Page, Slash, and Joe Perry, just to name a few, have all found their signature sound with a Les Paul in their hands. The thick, warm tones and sustain of a Les Paul guitar have made it the weapon of choice for many genres, from blues to rock and beyond. Today, the legacy of Les Paul lives on, with countless guitarists still embracing the iconic look and incredible sound of his guitars. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Picking up a Les Paul instantly connects you to years of musical history and inspires you to create your own unforgettable riffs. So there you have it, folks. The fascinating journey of Les Paul and his unparalleled contribution to the world of electric guitars. Next time you plug in a Les Paul, remember the man behind the legend and let the music soar.